Homeschooling while being a working parent is possible. Not exactly easy, but possible. That is why today I am part of a wonderful collaboration hosted by Gina B. And there are several other working moms in this collab. And the cool part is that each of us have a different type of work and schedule for how we make both working and homeschool happen. Everything from the usual 9-to-5 jobs to the self-employed businesses. And I'm confident that you will find a woman in this collaboration that you can relate to. And I want you to be sure to check out the playlist link below this video after watching mine. The approach I wanted to take on this topic was to be very transparent on specific bullet points that I feel really give an idea of how we make both working and homeschooling happen in our home. First, I should probably explain what I do for work. I am both a small business owner and a side hustle person. Okay, I'm a side hustler. I have two small businesses. The first one is an eBay store where I have been doing wholesale transactions on health and beauty products. And the second business is the Teach Them Fun website where I create digital learning aids and unit studies to sell. And as far as side hustles go, I feel like I've done pretty much everything except MLM product type things. Nothing against them personally, I just know my strengths and MLM is not one of them. Some of the side hustles I do or have done include things like watching other people's children while they work, freelance makeup artistry, freelance digital work and consultations, family photography, and helping in small mom and pop shops when they needed just extra hands, those shops belonging to friends. And more. I've done a lot more than that. I also currently do have a consistent freelance video editing job that creates income for me as well. And I do obviously create YouTube videos, but I have yet to make any income from it. Nonetheless, it does require enough time to create videos that I would consider it a part-time job as well. So as you can see, I left the usual 9-to-5 behind, but I still have plenty of opportunities to create income. Now, I could give you some sort of secret formula for a daily schedule to get things done, but the truth is that every day looks different and your lifestyle is different from my lifestyle. And that is why I am choosing to share some important points on how I make it happen rather than a schedule. Now let's talk about how I work from home while also homeschooling my children. First, you are either consuming or creating. It is hard to do both. You must choose to be more of a creator than a consumer. And I can give you some personal examples from my own life of what I mean. I'm either watching YouTube videos or I am creating my own YouTube videos. I am either watching my favorite TV shows or I am spending time creating new products to sell. I'm either mindlessly scrolling on Instagram or other socials, or I am creating the reels and posts to push my business out in front of new possible customers. It can be really hard to be in between the customer and creator place, and that is a common struggle that comes with creating your own income and self-made work. Often those of us who do things like create videos like the ones you're watching now don't have much time to watch and support a lot of other video creators for this reason. So keep that in mind. Choose creating over consuming. I'd highly recommend doing a consumer fast for a period of time so you can see how much your productivity goes up in your business or side hustles when you put consuming to the side. Another important thing that I want to mention is that whatever you say yes to means no somewhere else. So what I mean by this is when you choose to put homeschool and your hustle first, you have to say no to other things like meeting up with friends when your workload is behind, or saying no to the invitation to a last-minute field trip with other homeschoolers, saying no to watching your favorite TV show's newest episode instead of pushing it off to another time when you feel like you are more caught up on your work. And I've had to switch to working out from home mostly instead of the gym because the extra drive time takes away from time that I could be using on my kids or work. I'm not saying you can't enjoy those extra things, but there is a proper time and place when your goals are to make money while staying home with your kids and educating them. Third, a schedule or rhythm of some sort will be your best friend, and you don't have to plan moment by moment if that's something that stresses you out, but maybe try having a rhythm, a daily rhythm, like homeschooling first thing in the morning, working in the afternoon, and then family and errand time in the evening, or by blocking out time by saying, today I have 3 hours to do work, 2 hours for a family gathering that I've been looking forward to, and 2 hours for homeschool. You can also try saying, I will make time for a 45-minute block of uninterrupted work time because that's all the time that I have left in my day. Setting a goal like this is perfectly okay to do. It doesn't have to be an exact science, but be sure to have a general idea of how your day will go. Next, focus on your big three. I can't remember who I got this idea from, and I want to say it was Wendy from Plan Prep Pray, but the idea is that you have 3 top priorities every day that you make sure to get done. Even if you have a mile-high to-do list that feels like it'll never be complete, find 3 top daily priorities and focus on them the most. I like to do one in 3 category areas. So that would be homeschool, work, and personal. So I'd put 1 goal for each of those to complete. So for example, I can say today I want to execute that specific science project that I've been thinking about. I want to get 10 new products listed on my online store, and I want to make sure that I fit in time to take a fitness class that I've been wanting to try out. I make time for those 3 things to get done, and then I do all the other items on my to-do list throughout the day, kind of around those 3 top priorities. At least then you'll feel like you got something done even though your list is super long. 5th, you need to keep it simple. Work smarter, not harder. If I had more time in the day and endless energy, then I would have so many cool activities for homeschool and new ideas for my work, but as we know, that is not a reality. Time and energy are difficult as a parent, and that is why I like to keep it simple. Don't look at all the Pinterest pretty and perfect Instagram photos and think that you aren't doing enough. The larger part of the battle every day is really to keep your mental good, so there is no need to really strain yourself trying to keep up with other homeschoolers and what they're doing. You need to just focus on what you can do and do it well. And we have a lot of child-led learning in our house. That's the available options for my kids. And that means that my kids will be continuously learning even when I'm not mentally or physically available for the day for homeschooling. Find a rhythm and a style that works for you and your family. And some of you will do great with things like open book curriculum. Some of you will do great with things like nature learning outside. And there's just so many different ways. So don't feel like your version of homeschool doesn't measure up. The only opinions that matter are those of your children and you. So if you're happy with how you are learning, then you are doing it right. And lastly, remember that just because you can't make time for both a super booming business making tons of money and a full day of learning opportunities for your kids doesn't mean that you aren't working hard enough. Keep in mind that even 1 hour of work every single day in a year versus a few hours here and there make more progress in the long run. And you are in a busy season with a lot of mundane moments that will one day be memories that you're trying your best to hold on to. And these mundane moments and tasks in our days are where life is beautiful and love happens. One day, you may have plenty of time on your hands to make money, but your kids will be off in the world creating their own opportunities in life. So make sure that you are enjoying it now, even when it feels like you aren't getting far. And don't let that feeling stop you from trying to do homeschooling and business at the same time. Also, these tips are great. I don't always follow them myself, but I can tell you these are gold when it comes to doing your own business and homeschooling. Don't forget to check out the playlist with the other ladies in this collab on the top video here. And if you want to see a video on how we homeschool specifically, check out this bottom video.